I don't think we're in San Cristobal anymore.
No, we're not.
So, did you know what this guy Ray looks like?
He's a priest. That shouldn't be too hard to spot.
Yeah, well, I don't see a priest here, so you want to sit down?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna do this little favor for Danny, and then I'm gonna go by the farm, and then I'm going home.
Oh, so it's home now.
I've been away from Richard for a day, and I'm going crazy. I miss him so much, so I'm gonna do this little thing for Danny and Michelle, and I'm out of here.
I was kind of hoping you'd do this little thing for me, too.
I don't like the tone in your voice.
What tone in my voice?
What do you want me to do? What's that?
I promised Michelle that I would deliver this little note to Jesse, but I also promised Ross that I wouldn't hide anything from him any longer, so I can't get involved.
Then maybe you shouldn't have said you would deliver the note if you didn't want to get involved.
I know.
And if you would have listened to me and not gone in that room, you would have never seen Danny and Michelle in the first place.
Warning me not to do something, I ask you, was that smart?
So this is my fault.
No, the point is my marriage means more to me than getting involved any deeper than I already am. And I think I'm getting this amnesia thing coming on about Michelle and what's his name.
No, I cannot do that. I
Cassie,
can't. I
please.
have to concentrate on my conversation with Ray. I'm taking care of Ray. You can do this. You'll be fine.
All right. I guess I can do this one last thing because I think it's important. This note sort of fell open in my pocket, and I read it.
Sort of fell open and you read it.
The point is, Jesse needs to have this information. And now, how do I slip this to him without letting the whole world know that I did it?
Meaning Drew.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Wish me luck.
Hey, Blake, welcome back.
Jesse. Well, let's hope he doesn't head straight to the dry cleaners. Do you think Jesse noticed when I slipped him that note?
I was watching and I couldn't tell.
Okay.
Will you do me a favor and distract Drew so I can talk to Ray?
Okay, thanks. Hey, Drew.
Hi.
Hi there. Are you...
Ray Santos.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm the one who called you. I was very cryptic on the phone.
And you are?
Cassie,
What's this all about?
Danny and Michelle.
Did something happen?
No, they're fine. I've
Oh,
been
thank God.
hiding them, but they need your help.
Anything, I'm just glad to hear they made it.
They have 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks or they're going to be turned into the authorities.
Oh, man, 2 weeks.
Danny needs you to find the witness who said they saw Michelle at the scene of the crime. Someone named Ruth Lockhart.
Look, I've tried. She's nowhere to be found.
Well, he thinks that his mother is involved. He said that she has some kind of secure phone at her house that she uses
Okay.
for business, and she keeps the records at the house, and they think Ruth's number would be with the records. Problem is, you have to get into the house, find the key, unlock the drawer that has the records and the phone in it without Carmen finding out.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. Carmen is currently out of commission.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, she's locked up in a psych ward. Look, it's a long story, but yeah, I can get inside.
Great, that would be
Do you
so
believe in
much
God?
help.
Just answer
What
the
does-
question. Do you believe in God? Do you believe he listens when you pray?
Saving another soul, Father.
Hi, Teresa. How are you? Good to see you. I'm sorry, this is Cassie...
Lane. Hi,
Cassie
Cassie
Lane.
Lane.
Cassie and I were just having this very interesting conversation on faith, which we can continue if you'd allow me to walk you to your car.
Now, why would you rush this nice lady off, Ray? Well, if I didn't know any better, I'd think you were hiding something.
Well, come on, Cassie. I don't want you to be late.
I have time, and I'm not hiding anything.
So you won't mind if I join you?
Well, we were having a private conversation.
Well, can I at least have a word with him?
That's up to him.
Why don't I talk to you later?
Because I'm here now.
Well, could we have a few more minutes alone?
Look, Cassie, I know Teresa well, practically forever,
So where
right?
did you two meet?
Would you just please give us a few minutes?
I haven't seen you at church.
No, you haven't.
Do you by any chance happen to know Ray's cousin, Danny Santos?
What I've read about him in the paper.
What do you want, Teresa?
I thought you'd never ask.
Just tell me, what?
All I wanted to do was invite you over to a family dinner and finish our little conversation about Danny.
I can't. I'm overwhelmed with parishioners. I got 3 appointments after Cassie, then it's Mass, the soup kitchen.
You don't want to let my father down.
This isn't about your father. It's about my commitment.
So rearrange
What
that.
the hell is your problem?
You obviously don't know who you're talking to.
And you don't know who you're
Teresa,
talking
Teresa, please.
Fine. I'll go. But we're going to finish our conversation about Danny. You can count on that.
Man, I tried to warn you. I wish
Warn me
you
from
had...
what? Who the hell is she?
Her father is Bernardo Sandoval. Ever hear of the Sandoval family? That's right. Extortion, racketeering, loan sharking, everything nice people don't talk about. Well, Teresa's his daughter, his only daughter, and right now she's got it in for Danny.
Why?
Before there was Michelle, there was Teresa. I mean, look, it's really too complicated, but I didn't want her to know what you were up to. She's ruthless. If she finds out that you're helping Danny, you're going to be in as much trouble as he is.
Yes, I'm fine.
Are you sure? Because we can go if you want
Look,
to.
Danny and Michelle, they're not at the palace anymore. They're at the Santos Villa on the beach in San Cristobal.
Right, I know the place. Is the phone working?
I don't know.
Look, don't worry about her. I'll take it from here on in.
Great, that would be a very good thing.
Listen, thank you. I know you put your safety on the line helping my cousin, and we won't forget that. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm just tired. Just, you know, long flight and all.
Right. Listen, if you need anything, you know where to find me, right?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thanks again.
What's wrong?
You know, all I wanted to do was help 2 people. Just help 2 people, do a favor, go home. Message, go home.
And what?
Got myself in deeper than I wanted to be, that's for sure.
What are you talking about?
You see that girl at the bar?
The one with dark hair.
Mm-hmm. You know who that is? That's Teresa Sandoval. Sandoval family, like the Santos family. You know what I'm talking about?
What does that have to do with you?
Well, I kind of insulted her.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's kind of after Danny, and she finds out I'm involved. I'm going to be the next one on her list.
Why is she after Danny?
Apparently, before Michelle, there was Teresa.
So you take a scorned woman and you cross her with a mob? Yeah, that's trouble.
So do you think I'm in any danger at all? I mean, I'm not, right?
You know those little guards that Richard has roaming around the palace?
No, you mean, you think I should have a bodyguard?
Wouldn't hurt. Look, I've got to go home to Ross right now. You want to come with me?
You're going to protect me from the mob?
Well, you gonna be safe?
Yes, go. I'll be fine. Go ahead.
You promise?
Yes, I will.
No mob fights or
No,
anything like that?
I'll call you. Richard? Oh. Hello, Henri. How are you? Sorry, I thought that, you were Richard. Is he around, by any chance? Could you tell him it's important? Oh. Well, no, then don't bother him. Could you just give a message for me, please? Could you tell him that I miss him very much? Thanks.
So what do you say we get out of here? I mean, we got Springfield's finest honeymoon suite, lake view, king-size bed, jacuzzi in the room. I mean, what else could we need? Wait a minute, I know what we need. I will be right back. I'm gonna get one of Buzz's finest bubblies.
Don't you want to wait until we get into the room?
Wait for what? We waited long enough. We can start celebrating right now.
Okay. Let me write a note to my mom.
Write it down. Just write it quick.
Tell her where I am. You have my pen. That looks exactly like the case Blake dropped in San Cristobal. Dear Jesse, words can't begin to thank you for what you've done for me, safe in San Cristobal. Michelle. Michelle was in San Cristobal the whole time. He is planning our future, and the whole time he knows exactly where Michelle is.
Oh, I'm sorry that our romantic vacation in San Cristobal was not what we thought it was.
That wasn't your fault.
Well,
I had a disaster with Danny and Michelle.
You have to help me.
Sit down.
Michelle and Danny, they're in a lot of danger, and so is Jesse.
All right, keep your voice down, okay? Do you know where they are?
Yes, I know where they are, and I was mad at you for not telling me, but now I know the truth.
What are you talking about?
Michelle didn't shoot Ben.
How do you know that?
Vanessa Reardon confessed.
How did this happen?
Matt had her at some old cottage, and he was hiding her, and she woke up, and she insisted on telling the truth, and it was Vanessa and Carmen.
Carmen, yes, I've suspected her since the middle of the trial. But Vanessa, no, I can't believe that. Ironically, this is what Danny and Michelle have been praying for.
I'm afraid it doesn't matter.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I accidentally spilled where Danny and Michelle are to Michelle. And to Teresa Sandoval.
She's the daughter of a mob boss.
He said that she might be there and she might go after Danny and Michelle and try and hurt them, so Jesse went to try and save them, and I have a really bad feeling. I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen to Jesse. Jesse, what were you doing here? Don't just... It's my fault. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's okay. Okay, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna pull through this. Danny's coming with the doctor. It's okay. Come in. All right, listen, your breathing is really shallow, but I need you to hold on, okay? I need you to hold on and just try. Oh, please. You know what? You know what? It probably feels a lot worse than it actually is, because this doesn't look bad at all. This doesn't look bad at all. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I need you to hold on, okay, Jesse? I need you to hold on.
Drew, how did you find out where Danny and Michelle
How
were?
do you think, Ross? I found the letter, okay? It was in Jesse's pocket.
What letter?
It was just you, right? He didn't even know. I should have guessed.
Drew, what are you talking about?
She slipped Jesse a note she got from Michelle in San Cristobal.
I knew you knew something.
I found that note, Blake, and I thought that Jesse was in on it all along, okay? I got so mad, and I couldn't think straight, and then Teresa comes up to
All
me
right.
talking about how worried
Drew,
she is about this.
I'm sure that Danny and Jesse can handle themselves with Teresa.
She took her father's gun.
All right, we should warn them.
I don't know where they are.
Richard and Cassie will know.
Yeah, call them now.
Yeah, I have a private
Drew,
line to
listen.
Cassie's room.
How did you find out about Vanessa confessing?
Because I was there.
You witnessed this confession?
Yes, I did.
It's busy. I can't get through. No one's picking up Cassie's private line.
We have
And
to
the
reach
main
Jesse.
palace line won't tell me where they are.
Somehow we will reach
I can't
Jesse.
live with myself if anything happens to him.
Drew, nothing is going to happen, okay?
I can't shake this bad feeling that I have, Ross.
Drew, it's just guilt feelings you're having. It's just
Oh,
making
and what about your
imagination
guilt?
run wild.
Hello? What about your guilt, Blake? If you would have told us the truth in San Cristobal, this never would have happened. Am I right?
Drew, excuse me. I'm going to take this over there. I'll be right back. Yes.
Drew, listen to me. I'm sorry, but I did what I had to do to ensure that Michelle was safe until her name was cleared. You said yourself she's innocent.
I know she's innocent. She told me again and again, but I didn't listen. I wanted revenge, you know. I wanted someone to suffer so bad that I turned on my own friend.
Drew, no one's gonna blame you. They're all gonna come home safe, and you're gonna work everything through.
That was Cassie.
Something bad happened, right?
Jesse's been shot. He's all right, but it is serious. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Is he in the hospital? Can I go see him?
I don't know if you can go see him or not. Cassie's gonna call us back when she has more details.
I gotta go see him. I gotta go tell him I love him before it's too late.
Drew.
We need to get this man to the hospital immediately. Right, you understand that we're going to have to keep this under wraps. If he doesn't get surgery, he won't make it.
Can we take him to my car?
Right away.
What did he say? Is he gonna make it?
No, he said that what you did probably saved his life.
Probably.
Is he gonna be all right?
Well, no guarantees.
What are we doing? Moving?
On 3, we lift him.
Be careful.
Okay.
Well, it's you know who. You sure you want to do this?
What is he doing here? What, you called the cops?
Well, we are reopening a murder investigation.
No.
That's why I was-
Vanessa is cooperating with this investigation.
Yes, and because of that, I want some form of immunity or she's not going to do it.
I don't want her to do this at all, Ross.
Well, I'm not going to make any promises until I hear what Mrs. Reardon has to say. If she's telling the truth, then she should have nothing to worry about.
Oh, really? Well, Michelle told the truth, and look what happened to her. Ross, I want to call this off. Vanessa, I think we should call this off.
No, I have to do this. Enough innocent people have already suffered.
We barely sat down since we've been here. You need to rest.
I'm sorry. I know I should have waited. I should have waited until I saw who it was. I know.
Yeah, you thought it was Bernardo's man. You were just defending me. It's okay.
I had no idea it was Jesse. None. Okay.
How are you?
I'm sorry about your friends.
Yeah. You know, you've been wonderful. You have your own personal position working on Jesse. You put everything else aside, Richard. What's going to happen to you? To us? You know, if everyone finds out.
No one's going to find out. We've got everything under control right now.
Because of the statement Danny gave.
Look, the authorities know that Danny and Michelle somehow got onto the island without our knowledge.
Okay, well, that's
And
believable.
I've assured them that Danny and Michelle will be in the custody of the Palace Guard, at least for now.
Well, and then what?
Well, and then, look, I'm not going to do anything until we know more about Jesse's condition, right?
Thank you. And I love you, but I don't want anything to happen to you.
Just don't worry about me and concentrate on your friends. How is he, Doctor? It's touch and go. The bullet was inches from his heart. It got some damage.
So, you removed the bullet, right? And he's stable?
It's very complicated with this young man's history. The fact that he's a heart transplant patient.
Can I see him, please? Can you just let him know that I'm here so I can go see him?
You can go in for a few minutes.
You know, she's just upset. She doesn't blame you, Danny.
Jessie has her mother's heart. If he dies,
that I'll not only have killed someone she cares about, but I'll destroy the last connection to her mother.
Honey, you know, Michelle's the daughter of my dearest friend, and she's been like a daughter to me. I have to do this for them, not to mention for myself.
All right, I want to know exactly what this means for my wife coming forward like this. I want to know that she's going to be protected.
From whom, Mr. Reardon?
Carmen Santos, for one.
Carmen Santos?
She tried to kill my wife. She put poison in a lip balm that I was giving her. Her life was in danger, and it still is. What are you going to do about that?
Well, I will take all of that into account when I hear Mrs. Reardon's story.
I'm ready now. I'd like to tell the story now. The night that Ben was killed, Pilar came to my hospital room. She was very upset and angry because of all the things that Ben had done to her family and to mine. And she said something about that she knew how to get to Ben. She knew how to make him pay. I was worried about her. So I went to Ben's apartment.
Vanessa had been given some medication at the hospital, so she was still kind of out of it.
But you still managed to drive yourself to Towers?
Yes, I did. I was worried about Pilar. I didn't want her to be hurt. When I got there, to Ben's apartment, the door was open. He'd already been shot. He told me that Carmen Santos was the one who had shot him. And then he reached for me. It was awful. It was an accident. It was not the kind of thing that I would want to have happen to anybody.
We understand that, Vanessa. Doris, Ben Warren told her point blank that Carmen Santos shot him. The man was dying at the time. He had no reason to lie.
Mrs. Reardon's testimony hinges on the words of a dead man. There is no proof that Carmen Santos shot him first or that she was even in the room.
I'm the proof.
She wanted to be here, Mom, just to make sure that the whole story comes out.
I told you. I was there before Miss Reardon showed up. I know exactly what happened.
Introducing other testimony at this point will seriously compromise Mrs. Reardon's interview.
No, wait a minute. Vanessa's already told her story. Pilar's testimony is not going to compromise anything.
Not to mention the fact that her testimony is highly suspect due to her mental state.
I am not crazy.
Would you just listen to her again? Compare it to what Vanessa just said. That's all I'm asking you to do, Doris.
Everything happened the way I said it did on the stand. Miss Reardon only got involved because I went to visit her at the hospital before I went to Ben's apartment. I just wanted my mother to see Ben for who he really was. That's all. I thought she would throw him out. Instead, she shot him. She shot him because of me. When we got back home, we realized that she dropped the gun. So she went back, got the gun, and she got rid of it somehow. Then she realized that Michelle didn't have an alibi. So she made me stall Michelle and Danny so that she can go back to Michelle's house and plant the bloody gloves in Michelle's drawer. She promised me that Michelle wouldn't go to jail. And when she did, she said that she deserved it because of Mick. She didn't deserve it. I can't stand what I did to Michelle. And I can't stand what I did to all of you.
I need to make a call. I'll be out in the car. Doris, you know that Vanessa is telling the truth.
And you know where Michelle and Danny are hiding.
Prove it.
Your career is on the line, Ross.
So is yours, along with your conscience.
You are making matters worse for your client.
How could things possibly get any worse for my client?
Michelle's running away is only stealing her guilt every day. When the police find her, and they will, those jurors are not going to feel sorry for her.
So you're threatening the death penalty sentence?
No, I'm not threatening. I'm telling you, it's a reality.
Miss Wolf, you can't just going to be... You're not going to ignore everything that I've told you.
My wife's telling the truth. She was gone from the hospital and there was blood on her coat when she came back.
Good night, Mrs. Reardon. Excuse me.
Excuse me, you think she's lying? Why would she lie about something like that? Hello?
Thank you. I know what it cost you to say that.
I'm sorry I didn't do something sooner. I just wanted to protect you. I just wanted to make sure you were safe before you came forward.
I know. I'm dumbfounded. I mean, just didn't make a difference. And Michelle's still suffering for something that Carmen and I did.
What did the DA say?
She is still gunning for Danny and Michelle, and they have to stay away from Springfield till I get this sorted out.
Hello?
Cassie, it's Ross. I need to get a message to Danny and Michelle.
Well, you can't. They've already left to go back to Springfield with Jesse.
They can't be. You have to stop them.
It's too late, Ross. They're already gone.
Well, keep trying to get a hold of them. But Danny and Michelle need to know that Springfield is not the safest place to be right now. Because Vanessa's story was not good enough for the district attorney. Nothing is good enough for this DA. Now I'm in a business meeting with Josh. We're doing it at the Towers. Listen, why don't you meet me here as soon as you can? Very good. See you then.
And that. Okay.
I'll do it.
Sorry. No, that's okay. It gave me a chance to go over some of these figures. You know, this company, we have so much business right now, I can barely keep up with it.
Seldom have I seen a construction startup grow so quickly.
Well, we got a lot of clients that came over from Spalding, and we got some new clients. In fact, if we keep growing at this rate, I'm thinking we might be able to go public maybe a year or 2 years.
On a minority basis, I want you to retain control.
Well, no, my thought is that we'll have an offering that would be sort of like the one for Lewis Oil, where Billy, Riva, and I retain some, yeah, excuse me. Oh, you know what? That's the Langelotti bit. I have to talk to these people. Could you excuse me for just a minute?
Of course, go ahead. Well, it's wonderful to see the company doing so well.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, it worries me a little bit.
Why?
Oh, just Josh has so much riding on this company, and we're at a critical stage. We just can't afford to make any mistakes.
Is there something specific that you're worried about?
Yes. And it's a problem that I think needs to be dealt with right away. It's Riva.
Anything for you and the lady, Mr. Marlowe?
Not at the moment, thank you. How is Riva a problem for the new company?
It's just that we're growing really fast, Ross. I mean, we've leased a new building, we're investing capital, we're getting a lot back.
So?
So Josh is such a nice guy, he won't even think about this. You're a lawyer, you'll understand, but Riva, if she decided to, down the line, could make things hard financially.
Olivia, what's your point?
I just think that, I hope that you would encourage Josh to get a legal separation from Riva as soon as possible.
Olivia, if this is a concern of yours, I think it should be between you and Josh. I just don't feel comfortable being put in the middle of it.
Ross, I'm not trying to put you in the middle. I'm not. Look, I care about Josh a lot, and that puts me in a really awkward position here. If I weren't working for him, I would say something myself because it could be critical to business down the line. Come on, you have to admit, from a purely business point of view, his situation with Riva is a big liability.
Yeah, but they've always had a good relationship. I mean, no matter what has happened, they've never tried to hurt each other.
I know.
But if this is going where I think it's going, where Josh is taking it, then their marriage is ending, and you know how that is. You're a lawyer, you've seen it. You know how nasty people can get when they get their feelings hurt. They do things they normally wouldn't do.
Yes, I know. Things can get ugly.
Well, that's why I'm hoping as Josh's attorney, you'll just look out for his best interests.
Well, of course I'm going to do that, but there are some things that he has to decide.
You're right. You're right. It's just that he's not thinking at all about it, you know? I mean, he's such a nice guy. He won't even let himself imagine how ugly separating can be.
Oh, I don't know about that. Does Annie Dutton mean anything to you, that name?
No.
That was not a fun time for Josh.
Well, okay. But if that situation, whatever it was, got bad and he's still not protecting himself, then that proves my point, doesn't it? Ross, he needs a lawyer and a friend. In order to protect everyone's interest in this business, he needs to get a legal separation from Reva.
Hey, honey.
Oh,
sorry I'm late.
Well, that's Olivia. Would you please excuse us for just a moment, all right? I'll be right back. Did you get a hold of Danny and Michelle?
I got through to the plane.
Well, so did you tell them to turn around and go back?
Well, I tried. I got cut off, so I don't know what they heard, if anything.
All right, that means they'll be going to the hospital with Jesse, and I should be there, too, and I should call the police so they can turn themselves into the authorities, and there won't be any trouble.
All right, I'll come with you.
I have to finish things up with Josh, and then we'll go, all right?
All right,
okay.
I'll be here. That push for a legal separation? It's a little obvious, don't you think? You're not going to keep Josh and Reva apart that way.
Blake, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Olivia Spencer.
I know who you are.
Well, you know what you've heard. Quite frankly, you nor anyone else in this town knows anything about my relationship with Josh.
I don't know. I've heard, and today I've seen. If I were you, I would back off before I got hurt.
No, you wouldn't. See, I've heard about you too, Blake, and I think right now, I'm seeing.
These are two people who have loved each other their entire lives. Now, I know that Josh and Reva have had a terrible year, but they still love each other.
And they always will.
Yes. No legal separation is going to change that, and if you get in the way, you're just going to get hurt.
You know what? I appreciate your concern, but I really
just don't think you know what you're up against
Well, maybe
here.
that's because I'm minding my own business and letting other people worry about themselves.
All right, you give my love to your wife now. All right, thank you. Oh, sorry that took so long.
That's all right. Listen, Josh, I have to go, but there's something you need to think about.
What's that?
Where you stand with Reva.
What brought this on?
Well, Olivia mentioned it to me. I wanted you to know that I was thinking about it, and you should think about it, too. What are you talking about? I got the feeling that she wanted me to push you on the subject, but to be honest, I don't feel comfortable being put in the middle.
I'm sorry if I overstepped. These two people are my friends, and I just don't want to see things get uglier for them than they have to be.
And that's what you've decided that I am? Just this ugly thing that's getting in their way? You know what? You don't even know me.
You know, this is not personal, really. It's not. I'm sure you're a very nice woman.
Then why do you think that Reva is so much better for Josh than I am? Huh? If he doesn't even think that, how can you know better?
I know fate when I see it. And when two people are destined to be together, they try to mess it up, and it's just horrible, no matter how much they fight it.
Who are we talking about? Josh and Reva or someone else? Look, I've heard about you and Ross getting back together and about your new baby. And you seem very happy. And you know something? I'm happy for you. But you both made that choice, okay? Josh and Reva both made a different choice. And it wasn't about me, all right? I am not responsible for them breaking up, and I am so tired of everyone treating me like I'm the villain in all this. I make them happy. You know, I care about him. Isn't that what matters?
Josh, your business life is changing. Your personal life is changing. You need to consider a legal separation from Reva in order to fully protect this business. I want you to think about this, all right? And let me know about our next meeting.
Olivia suggested this to you.
Yes, and to be honest, I don't think it's a bad idea.
Well, I think it's an awful idea. In fact, I can't even believe she said it. Excuse me.
Blake, are you ready to go, please?
Yes, I am.
Josh, let me know about the next meeting.
I will. You are way out of line.
About what?
Suggesting to my attorney that I need to get a legal separation from Reva for the good of the company. What are you
Josh,
thinking
I'm
about?
Actually, I think she's right.